Welcome back to another episode on the J.A.T side. I'm your host, Jalen Austin Taylor, and today is Saturday, March 15th, 2025, and I'm coming back to you guys for another uh, great episode and a great Saturday, and hopefully this is a great start to your day, and I'm glad that you could join me on this beautiful Sunday morning. And as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about the time when I toured TNT Studios, which is actually just earlier this week on Monday. I was blessed to get the opportunity to tour TNT Studios in downtown Atlanta with my AAU team, Southern Stars Elite. And shout out to Coach B, Coach Danny, uh, and all the other coaches who may have played a role in setting up this event and opportunity for not just me, but for my teammates as well, to be able to have a great opportunity like that to go and tour TNT, see how, the process is of recording behind the scenes, see how many uh, rooms and equipment or how much equipment they have to actually have to make everything run smoothly, and just to learn about kind of how they do things down there was really cool. But getting straight into it, we were able to tour three different sets um, at TNT. The NBA TV set. For those of you who watch sports, you probably know what I'm talking about. The NBA TV set. It was really cool. That was the first set we went to. Um, we were able to see like the we were able to see the whole like backdrop, how many cameras they had in the ceiling, how many cameras they had not even in the ceiling but just like on the floor level was so crazy. The basketball hoop that you see on NBA TV was there. It was so cool. Honestly, just to see everything that goes into it, and like when you watch it, you just see like the people sitting on the panel and behind the desk, but when you were actually there, you see everything, and it was pretty awesome and amazing to see that. Uh, and the second set we went to was the NBA, or no, the second set we went to was the March Madness set. The March Madness set, and obviously March Madness starts this next week. And as a basketball player and as a sports fanatic myself, I'm so excited this year for March Madness because I really think anybody can win it. And it's really one of those years where there's been a lot of shocking upsets happen. There's been some shocking upsets this week in conference tournaments. So I'm very excited to see how this March Madness unfolds this year. As an Alabama fan, I think this is our year to win it all. But like I said before, I think it really is going to be a open like field this year. I think anybody can win it. A lot of great teams, but I think it's really going to be really going to come down to who plays best on every single day. Because one team could play better than another team and still necessarily not be the better team. But when the March Madness set was really cool because we saw like all the college basketball logos, like the teams, they were all like on the wall. We saw the little table. And one thing that was really interesting to me about this set was that I asked a question to our tour guide, and I said, what or like how many hours out of the day do the March Madness workers work when they come in? Because they have to come in like 5 days out of the week. And she told me that they had to work from 9 a.m., get this, 9 o'clock in the morning to about 1 o'clock in the morning the next day. So this is about a 16-hour shift on the days that March Madness games are going on. And Selection Sunday is actually tomorrow, March 16th. So it's going to be pretty awesome just to see, uh, how this whole thing plays out. And I hope Alabama gets the number one seed, but we'll see. I think if they win the SEC tournament, they'll get the number one seed. I think the semifinals, not quarterfinals. Semifinals are today. And I want to say the conference championship game is tomorrow, but I'm just gonna quick check on my phone uh, Alabama basketball. So Alabama plays today, yes, in the semifinal versus number 4 Florida. So this is the number 5 team versus the number 4 team in the country. That's at 3:30 on ESPN. Florida's favored by 3.5. Alabama mollywopped Kentucky yesterday by 30, and keep in mind Kentucky's just the number 15th team in the country. So for Alabama to beat them like that is crazy. But Selection Sunday's tomorrow at 6 p.m. So stay tuned for that, and also keep up with conference games today, conference tournaments, and stuff of that nature. And the third and final set that we visited at TNT was the infamous NBA on TNT set. And the NBA TNT set was really cool to me because they actually gave us a interesting fact that I didn't know about. So on Tuesday, when the NBA TNT team records, Shaq, Kenny, Chuck, um, and Ernie, Shaq, Kenny, Chuck, and Ernie, when they record on Tuesdays, they have the cameras facing one way, but on Thursdays they have the cameras facing the opposite way, so that they're kind of recording on different backgrounds for different days. So I really thought that was pretty interesting and pretty cool, and it was really eye opening because I never really noticed that. I think the most intriguing thing about this whole experience was really being able to see all the behind the scenes stuff, not just the sets, but we actually were able to see the control room. So the control rooms had like a bunch of equipment. I'm talking a whole room for just the audio. Then you had the visuals, the kind of the like the visuals, like the graphics, all of that stuff was in another room, and they probably had like, I would say, at least thousands of dollars of equipment in there, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And just to see like how really complex it was, because when you watch TV, you just get your remote, or if you have a streaming service, you just go to the channel and you kind of just watch it. But when you're there, you actually see what it takes to actually broadcast to all these different places and broadcast to millions of people across the world. So to see how much actually goes into it was really cool, and it kind of gives you that perspective of why these people actually make as much money as they do, because they have to do a lot to make people satisfied and make people happy and entertain people. But I think the funniest part of this whole episode is about to be what I'm about to say. So yeah, this was a very I feel like it was iconic, it was legendary for a lot of different reasons. So as we were on our way out from TNT Studios, about an hour tour, great tour. We thought our tour was over. We were heading for the exits, and somebody peeps around the corner, and they see Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas. Now, it's not every day that you get to see a Hall of Fame player in any sport, but we got to see one in our sport. So that was like jaw dropping in itself. But then Isaiah Thomas actually came out and spoke to our team for about 5 to 10 minutes, and he was talking about a plethora of things. But one thing that stuck to me about what he said was the fact that defense is the foundation to being successful in basketball, because if you can stop your man from scoring and you're scoring, you're going to win all the time. But if they're scoring and you're scoring, then it's no guarantee of who's going to win. But really, was something that was the most legendary thing about this moment to me was my AAU coach, Coach B. I love him. He has this one ick, and his biggest ick is people having their hands in their pockets when he's talking to them or when he's talking to the team. He hates, and I mean he hates it. He says that when people have their hands in their pockets, they get that it makes him uncomfortable. So our assistant coach, one of the assistant coaches we have, Coach Danny. Also, shout out to Coach Danny. So Coach Danny posted this video that one of the parents took of Isaiah Thomas's speech to our team, and the parent kind of shifts the camera. At first, it was just on Isaiah Thomas. The mom who recorded this video, she shifted the camera to where where you could see Coach B and Isaiah Thomas in the frame. So you see Coach B, he's kind of laid back, chilling against the wall. But I look down, I look at Coach B's hands, and guess where Coach B's hands are? They're in his pockets. He's kind of chilling, laid back on the wall, trying to be cool or whatever. And he has hands in his pockets. So I'm like, wait a minute. This is the same guy who always is talking about people having their hands in their pockets and how it makes him so uncomfortable, right? So I ended up talking to Coach B about this the next day at practice, and I was like, Coach, what's up with you having your hands in your pockets during the Isaiah Thomas speech? And he's like, well, I don't care about if I make you feel uncomfortable when I have my hands in my pockets. I only care about you making me feel uncomfortable when you have your hands in your pockets. And this was a really profound moment for me because it really made me think. It was like, this is really how the world works, primarily. A lot of people, they don't care about how they make you feel, but they care about how you make them feel. And I know this is a small little incident or whatever, but I really pondered on it. And I really thought about it for a long time. And I was like, wow, this is so profound. And it's like, people want to be treated like kings and queens, but then they treat other people like peasants or like they don't matter. So, just a little quick moral of this story. If you want to be treated like royalty, you treat other people like royalty. If you want to be treated like crap, treat other people like crap. Because you're gonna get how you treat people, but you're not gonna be treated like royalty if you treat other people like crap. Or you're not gonna be treated with empathy if you don't treat others with empathy. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me talk about that little fun story with my coach, Coach B. We will be competing tonight in some great action. We play Georgia Stars tonight, and we also play Team EYA. So we'll play two great teams tonight, and looking forward to competing out there on the court again. Shout out to Coach B, Coach Danny. Shout out to all my teammates at Southern Stars Elite. Shout out to everybody who makes this possible. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Until next time, I'm out.